Nissan has just updated its midsize pickup. It made it more attractive, smarter, and better equipped. It improved towing capacity as well. At the same time, it kept its well-known old-school design approach with a rugged and straightforward design, with 6 cylinders under the hood. All this sounds like a perfect blend, but let's have a closer look at the new 2025 Nissan Frontier and see if it's really the pickup truck we've all been waiting for. Fresh new look. The midsize pickup truck segment is hotter than ever. With pretty much the entire lineup being completely redesigned in the last couple of years, Nissan knew that they needed to refresh its pickup to remain relevant in the segment, even though the current generation Frontier hasn't been on the market for much longer either. The company decided to do a comprehensive refresh and, of course, that also includes the new styling. The overall proportions remain the same, but on the other hand, the front face is completely new. It looks bolder, thanks to the massive black plastic bumper that now extends to the grille. The rest of the bumper has been reshaped too, while the grille design is also new, characterized by bolder elements, a new pattern, and a trio of thin vents at the top, designed in the same way as the Rogue Rock Creek's grille. With these updates, the 2025 Nissan Frontier certainly looks way more appealing, more off-road ready as well. But when we talk about off-roading, the Pro X and Pro 4X get additional styling updates, such as that nice piece of black trim on the tailgate, new 17-inch wheels, and a brand new finish called the Afterburn Orange. Interior updates. As we've mentioned, this update is quite comprehensive, and besides exterior changes, there are noticeable novelties on the inside as well. The biggest one, of course, is on the center stack, where you can see a new 12.3-inch infotainment screen, which is standard in all but the base S trim. It represents a notable upgrade over the previous 9-inch unit, not just in terms of size, but in terms of how the whole interface works, better than before. For a while, the Frontier Nissan hasn't been offering wireless Android Auto. Apple CarPlay has been the only one with such capability, but that changes with the 2025 Frontier. Another big novelty is that the telescoping steering wheel has become a standard feature across the entire lineup. If there's a thing we don't like about modern trucks, that would be the fact that most manufacturers have reduced their offer of different configurations. Colorado, Ranger, and Gladiator, all these trucks come exclusively with a crew cab and short bed layout. The Frontier, on the other hand, has been available in 2 cab styles and 2 bed lengths, including the long wheelbase configuration with crew cab and long bed. Well, Nissan decided to expand the lineup and offer more trim levels in such a combination. Starting this year, the SV, Pro 4X, and SL trims are all available in this, we would call it, ultimate configuration, and that's certainly among the best news we've heard in a while, at least when it comes to midsize pickups. Towing capacity, substantial improvement. The 2025 Nissan Frontier has new styling. It got interior updates too, and these things have made it more appealing for sure. But what we think is the biggest upgrade over the previous model year is the fact that the Frontier has become more capable. With a couple of tweaks on the chassis, suspension, and brakes, Nissan managed to improve towing capacity significantly, so much that, on average, every single version can now tow around 500 pounds more than just a year ago. With this upgrade, the Frontier has joined the 7,000-pound club, considering that the max towing capacity is now rated at 7,150 pounds. It's still behind class leaders like the Colorado and the Gladiator, which can tow up to 7,700 pounds, but when we compare it to last year's max rating of 6,640 pounds, it is quite a significant improvement for sure. However, what we like even more about the Frontier's towing capacity is consistency. It's not like you have to pay extra for some towing package to get maximum results. No, most variants are right there, between 6,760 and 7,150 pounds, which usually isn't the case with rival trucks that tend to vary much more, depending on the version you pick. Even the off-road focused versions are quite capable, with the Pro 4X going between 6,270 and 6,680 pounds, depending on the wheelbase, which is still more than rival off-roaders can do, which are usually below 6,000 pounds in terms of max capacity. Powertrain V6 Smoothness. Nissan managed to improve max towing capacity without any powertrain upgrade. The 2025 Frontier carries on with the familiar 3.8-liter V6 that puts out 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque. In the world of modern midsize trucks, where most of the competition has already turned to smaller displacement Turbo 4s, this V6 seems quite refreshing. Yes, it may lack the low-end torque of engines with forced induction, but on the other hand, you get a more natural power buildup, not to mention superior smoothness and much better sonic features. The engine comes in paired with the 9-speed automatic transmission, which sends power either to the rear or all 4 wheels, depending on the configuration. Altogether, the engine and the transmission turn out to be a pretty good combo with smooth power delivery and pretty good performance. The Frontier needs a little bit over 7 seconds to hit 60, which is about typical for the class. Also typical for the class is fuel economy, with up to 18 mpg city and 24 mpg highway, which is pretty much on par with rivals that use smaller displacement Turbo 4 engines. Off-road performance. Although it doesn't have a hardcore off-roader on offer, something that would compete with the likes of the Colorado ZR2 or Tacoma TRD Pro, the Frontier can still be configured to be quite capable. While the standard versions stand out with a rugged appearance and decent ground clearance of around 8 inches, the real deal comes with the Pro X and Pro 4X trim levels. Besides the unique styling details we already talked about, the Pro 4X also comes standard with the decent off-road rig starting from 17-inch wheels with all-terrain tires, upgraded suspension with Bilstein shock absorbers, and ground clearance increased to 9.5 inches, locking rear diff, skid plates, and more. The Pro 4X, as the name suggests, includes all these features but also comes standard with 4-wheel drive. Moreover, it also brings additional underbody protection for the transfer case and fuel tank. The 2025 update has also brought another nice upgrade, as the off-road camera mode now works at higher speeds up to 12 miles per hour. This mode is available on both off-roaders, while it's also worth mentioning that, besides off-road features, these two trims can be upgraded with loads of comfort and convenience features. There's a Pro Convenience package with 360-degree camera and wireless charging, but there's also the Pro Premium package. That one brings beadlock wheels, a sunroof, leather upholstery, heated front seats, upgraded interior trim, a premier audio system, navigation, traffic sign recognition, and many other features that take your ride to the next level. Trim levels and pricing. Even though the 2025 Nissan Frontier has a single powertrain option on offer, it actually comes with a pretty impressive range of options to choose from. As mentioned, there are 2 cab styles and 2 bed lengths, with 3 configurations in total. Then, there are 5 trim levels on offer, so let's take a closer look at them. The base S trim starts at $32,050, and when compared to rivals, that's actually a pretty attractive price considering the standard V6 engine. Furthermore, the Frontier S is equipped quite decently with alloy wheels, cloth upholstery, an 8-inch touchscreen, smartphone integration, a Wi-Fi hotspot, etc. Moreover, you can upgrade this trim with the S Utility package, which has a spray-in bed liner and household-style outlets, one in the cabin and one in the cargo bed. This refresh also brought big improvements in terms of the standard safety features, as goodies like lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, rear parking sensors, automatic high beams and adaptive cruise control are all part of the standard equipment. The SV trim, priced at $34,390, is the next on offer, with upgrades like bigger wheels, power adjustable driver's seat, 12.3-inch infotainment screen, wireless smartphone integration, 6-speaker audio system, and satellite radio, while it's also worth mentioning that this trim unlocks all kinds of optional package and standalone options. For $41,810, you can get the SL trim, the fanciest version of the Frontier. That one brings a plethora of luxury and convenience upgrades, including features like navigation, sunroof, LED headlights, fog lights, leather upholstery, premium audio system, cargo bed lights, and many more. Finally, we already talked about the Pro X and Pro 4X and their unique features. These two off-roaders start at around $38,470 and $41,770 respectively. What do you think of the 2025 Nissan Frontier? Has Nissan truly hit the mark with these updates? And could this be the boost it needs to strengthen its position in the market? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.